Hi everyone, I'm Jackie.
And I'm Anna, and we are creative marketing consultants and the brains behind Hire AS.
Yes, we are using the lessons we learned working at different agencies and marketing departments to help businesses like yours make an impact.
And Dipworthy is our podcast about marketing and how you can apply it to your business.
Yeah, we're going to provide some bite-sized marketing insights, so you can dip your toes into the big world of marketing, I should say,
big world.
Without drowning in it. And this is Charlie, right?
Oh yes, we have.
I don't know if you could see our doggy.
We have a guest today.
What do you think? Are you excited to be here with us?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a really wonderful opportunity for you to also learn some marketing insights, right? There's that business that she was talking about that she wanted to start. What was that business she wanted to start?
I think it's something about porta potties for dogs.
Oh, sorry. Oh, she's saying don't talk about it.
We can't talk about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, sweetie. You want to go down? Good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it. She's not ready to.
She's not ready to.
And that's okay. You too, whoever is listening or watching, you too might have an idea that you're not ready to share with other people. But that's even better. You get some insights while you kind of figure that out. Okay, so I'm wearing comfy pants today, by the way.
I'm wearing jeans.
I just wanted to share that this is a comfy environment. This is a safe environment.
Lean back.
We can lean back. But Anna has graciously given me the opportunity to pick. She's given me the opportunity to pick what we're gonna dip today. So,
wish us luck.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Well,
I'm surprised you said yes to the dip. So, anyways, shall we?
Sure. So we got.
You know how this goes.
Clearly, we're Trader Joe's fans.
They have great dips. Well, I should say, I was going to say, we actually are also working on, we have a list that we're working on to reach out to other small businesses to showcase their food. But it's a process. We're getting it all together. In the meantime, Trader Joe's is going to be our go-to. So
please sponsor us.
Yeah.
If you want, whatever.
Whatever.
So we have organic corn chip dippers. So kind of like Fritos, right? But the TJ version. So you want to open it up and we can do a little ASMR?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Smells good. Smells good. Okay, so I thought, it just reminds me of nachos for some reason. So they have these pub cheese and they have it in different flavors, and I immediately saw one that said cheddar with jalapenos, which they don't have the ñ on there, by the way.
Ooh.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you? No ñ on here. Yeah, I know. We'll talk to them. But yeah, it's okay. You can sponsor us and we can help you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I'm surprised is because you don't really like jalapenos, but you said yes to this. I looked at you and I said, it has jalapenos. You good?
I'll try it. Honestly, this is your second time choosing cheese.
There's a theme
So
here.
there's a theme.
Yeah. Yeah, so you want to go ahead and open it?
Sure. It looks like it was poured in, like it was like soft serve.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead, open it. Can you smell it? Smell good?
You know what it reminds me of? That cheese that comes in a can. It looks like it's that texture.
You like that kind of cheese, but it's possible that so maybe we need to microwave it.
It didn't say anything.
Okay, we won't microwave it.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe that's
if you see a cut, it's because we microwave it. But anyways.
Maybe. Okay, so before we dip into anything, we have to talk about our insight and see if it's dip worthy. So, okay, so
what do you got? Charlie, do you have any final comments before we get into it?
Okay, let's see. Oh, definitely a no. That was a hard no. She just was like, no. I was just ready to get on with it.
All right.
She's like, come on, ladies, let's go. Okay, so my marketing insight for today is that people can create amazing content and can really connect with the people that are following them. But sometimes people come to us and they go, hey, they like my content, but they don't really know what I do for my business. That's what I want to talk about today, is that question of how to do that. So one easy way to do it is assessing your content and being like, okay, in the mixture of the content pieces for this week on social media, how much of this can I at least carve out a post or a caption where I am very explicit that these are the kind of services that I offer. That's one way to do it on social media, but you also have to look at your overarching marketing plan. Social media is not going to be the only pathway to get people to know what you do. So you have to make sure, like your website, right? If you're on social media, you have to make sure that the website on your link in bio has a very clear description of what you have to offer, what those products are. Looking at newsletters, how to plug in, what you do there. So it's not this sort of one thing. It's really having an ecosystem, which I don't know what's another way to describe an ecosystem, but sort of a.
They're all pieces of the same machine that need to work together to make the whole machine move nicely and cleanly. Yeah.
So sometimes it's possible that with for example, I'm going to talk about social media because it is such a great tool, is you just want to make sure that you are having, you're sprinkling moments and spaces where you can be more explicit or more clear about what you have to offer. And I'm going to use us as an example because when we first started, even last year, I would say, we honestly tried to be, a lot of things. We actually wanted, and we did that on purpose. We wanted to try different types of services where we feel like, where could we really lend ourselves, right? Where can we really provide value? And because of that, a lot of our content we didn't specify what we did. We just sort of demonstrated what was possible in working with us. So for example, whenever I went somewhere, I made sure that I would capture a story. I would tell a story when I would go visit a nonprofit or something. And long story short, I think like many entrepreneurs, at some point you have to kind of make a decision of what is the path you want to go on, that focus, that F word that I was talking about. And so this year our focus is strategy, is really understanding strategy. And so how do we do that? We let people know through this podcast that we know some strategic things. We updated our website to clarify, what the services we offer that go back to providing strategic support and creative and strategic support. So it's possible that maybe you as a business owner, you haven't quite set in stone what exactly, what those offers are. And that's okay, because we get it. I think as entrepreneurs, especially new ones, we want to do all kinds of things, but ultimately as a customer, we have to make sure that we are being as clear and direct, I guess, so that they can kind of understand how does our product and service fit into their world. So that's my insight as far as how to make sure that you're connecting what you do and what you can offer to your marketing plan.
And then to kind of add to that, for those that don't have a physical product like us, our product is a service. The way to do that is you show how it is to work with you. For instance, a lot of what we do online is to kind of show you the vibe and our personalities, to kind of give potential customers a taste of what it would be like to work with us. And that also kind of helps, right? Especially if you're providing a service, it helps to give an example of what that experience is like. Because sometimes, maybe somebody else is offering the same thing as us.
More than likely. You will have competition.
And the only thing that sets it apart is the experience of that buying process. And that's just another way to kind of add to that, of how if you don't have a tangible product, there's still a way to advertise your quote unquote product online.
I want to challenge you, because I love to do that here with my wife.
What's going on?
No, because I think you'll be able to really catch it.
Okay.
You talk about, we did talk about service, yes, it's applicable for if you offer a service, but I think it's also just as effective with a particular product. Even more so, I think, if you have like donuts, let's just throw out a donut store. But how do you think, how do you do that with a product, a very specific, tangible product, like apparel or donuts? The experience, maybe
there's something unique about your donut store. Maybe there's something unique about the way you create donuts. Maybe there's something unique about the designs, right? Maybe your maple bacon donuts.
She's getting excited about these donuts, everybody.
Maybe your maple bacon donuts have a fun design, and that's how you set it apart, right?
Yeah.
We've tried donuts because they look cool, even though they taste like every other donut. But it's the experience.
Yeah, it's the experience. And that's, when we talk about the big world of marketing, is just the experience of your product is part of the marketing. The marketing effort is also that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that deserves a
Is that dip worthy?
I think that deserves a dip.
All right. That's what she says.
And to
So
be
I'll go
clear,
with
you didn't challenge me, you just asked for specification.
Okay, Anna.
Oh, wait for me.
Oh. Should we?
This texture, I don't know, it's
a little strange, but
yeah.
don't judge a book by its cover.
All right. Cheers.
Oh my God, I'm going on my nose.
Oh, not bad. The texture's not cool, but the taste is cool. Let me just make sure.
She's going to make sure.
Let me make sure.
I think that means she likes it. I think I'm feeling kind of some of the, I'm tasting some of the tang right now. A little bit.
Charlie's looking at us. Like she's like, where is mine?
I think one last thing I was going to say about what we were talking about, because it is pretty important, like that part about, is even for our own journey, is this year is going to be the year where we're really going to take our own advice and start sprinkling more clear messaging of like what exactly and how we can really help people. So yeah, so we do. Why not right now in this very moment? What do we do, Anna?
We provide consultation services. Just kidding. What we really do is...
oh my gosh,
I know
Anna.
consultation is very... What we do is we kind of create a bridge, right? Whatever your story or your audience or your business needs to go there, we help you get there. We create that bridge. Because a lot of times people just know they need to go there or they need to do that. But making that plan to get there can be difficult. And that's kind of what we specialize in.
And how do we do that? What is the product? What is the service that we provide?
We do a marketing strategy, which is kind of like the roadmap, the actual plan there. We do targeted campaigns.
Maybe you have a new product you want to promote, or you want to build your brand, maybe a brand campaign, or you have a new audience you want to talk to, and we can do a specific campaign around that. So
yeah, and then also just one-on-one. One-on-one. If you just got to bounce some ideas, you just have some questions, we're also available for that.
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
And by the time you watch this, our first marketing workshop would have already occurred, but
oh yes,
we're also doing that now. So if you're part of the Orange County community, keep an eye out and join one of our workshops.
Yeah, we're doing it's a workshop.
Well, a monthly marketing mixer.
Oh my goodness, a quarterly, girl.
Quarterly. Oh my God.
Unless you
I'm
want
so
to do
sorry.
this
No,
monthly.
not monthly.
I don't think we're ready for that yet, but
I'll make sure to add copy when I say
monthly, Anna? Are you manifesting?
No.
Was that a Freudian slip? Okay, yes, we're doing quarterly mixers where we are, because we believe in the power of strategy and we believe the power of marketing, we also understand that as small business owners, it's important to see other, like we could talk about it, but we want to show you that there's other small business owners that are using it and it's helping them grow their brand and their business. And so we're bringing in some real life examples and having a conversation around that, and hopefully leave inspired. And we also want to give the platform for that business owner to showcase their product. In this case, luckily it's food, so very exciting. But it's Maria from Bari Pasta and Pizza, and she's bringing her famous pizza skulls. So, anyways, I hope whoever's watching this, you were there, and I hope you had a good time, and I hope you thought it was delicious. So moving on.
Maybe we'll throw a picture.
Oh yeah, maybe we can throw
somewhere.
a picture.
We'll see. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe throw a picture in there.
Yeah, I'll throw a picture.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to your insight. Maybe are you stalling? Are you not ready for this?
No.
You're like, keep talking, Jackie.
No.
I'm not ready for my insight.
If anything, we try to keep these short, right?
We do.
Bite-sized. And I think we're I got to do it quickly.
All right. The challenge is on.
So the challenge is on. So the kind of insight that I want to bring to the table this week is the importance of a process. What I mean by that is sometimes the small business owners, right, we have so many things we have to do. Maybe we don't fully follow through in a plan that we have. For instance, like making sure that our copy has a clear call to action, or making sure that we look back on metrics to see if something worked. So I think it's important to really establish a process so you hit all these touch points, because marketing is a long-term game.
It is.
Right? You post.
Can you say that one more time?
Marketing is a long-term game. It's going to take you a while. You can't just post one thing and have it take off. It might, but it probably won't, right? Because you have to continuously tell the same story over and over again before people understand it. So when you have a process, you're making sure you're telling the right story every time. Secondly, you're making sure that you're hitting all the key points to ensure this story is as loud, as clear as possible. Kind of talking about your strategy, making sure you're hitting like a certain key points of your products, or talking about the experiences that elevate you. And then once all that happens, you're going back to see like, okay, I saw that this has worked consistently, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Or you notice that something didn't work, so you know, okay, maybe I won't try that, or I'll change it up next time. It gives you kind of like a gauge of where to move about. And that works because you have a process that you continually go back to and reference.
Yeah, it's that little button that says insights on your Instagram or TikTok. It's an important one. It's an important one. I think it reminds me of like, you know, when you're trying to reach a goal, and what's that saying? It's like you expect the same results. What's that thing?
Oh, it's like what is it? It's like
you do the
insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this looking, like reflecting on how you're doing and how it's, you know, if it's engaging or not, helps you understand like you're going in the right direction, or maybe you're not. And that's okay. Like that marketing is a lot of testing and learning and building and all that stuff. So
and processes keep you accountable.
Oh, okay, I see that.
Right. So
I see that.
We established a process to film this podcast. And
we did, actually. It's true.
It's true, right? And because we're trying to make sure we adhere it, we're here, we're doing it.
On a Sunday evening.
Sunday evening. So now I don't have to worry.
Well, some people are watching the Oscars.
Yeah, well, sorry. she wishes she was watching the Oscars. But, right, we followed through a process. So now we have content for the next month. And we don't have to worry about doing this on a day that we have free to ourselves. And again, it's because we have that process. And also because we established that process, we have a plan of how this is going to flow. So when we edit, it's easier. And we know exactly kind of like where we need bites for our other platforms.
Yeah, it reminds me of this idea of like, you know, a lot of people who are like, I don't know what to post. And you know, before they know it, a month is gone. And listen, I don't think that you need to post every day. I know some people, I mean, obviously if you post every day, you know.
Good for you.
It's good. It's not, but I think realistically for a small business owner, it's okay not to post every day, but I think showing up on a regular basis is good. Whether that's one post and that post is like very intentional and has been thought out of like, what are you using that moment to engage with potential clients or people that you're building rapport with? Like, I think that's what matters. And when you have the system in place, you don't have to stress out about it. You know you're doing it. And the truth is, with digital media at this point, it's such an easy tool to use at this point that it's pretty much free in a way. Like, you know, they used to like, you know, you have to pay for put your ad in a, you know, in a printable thing like a newspaper or something. I'm saying, oh my God, I can't even say. But now it's like, dude, you could just post whatever. And so I think it's about, once you have that system in place, it helps with that. And I see some business owners. This is a blooper. I see some business owners out there who are consistent, and I appreciate it. I'm like, you know, when I see that, I'm like, okay, like it's really cool. And I'm sure they have some sort of system in place. And what's wonderful about it is that it's just every opportunity to communicate is another opportunity to build your brand value, to build your business,
to make connections.
And that is the beauty, right, of having your small business. So
beautiful.
All right, is it dip worthy? I think so. I think so, Anna.
I think it's dip worthy.
I think so. I feel like I look really small, but Maybe it's just perspective.
Maybe because you're like, I'm leaning forward and you're
Yeah.
leaning.
Doesn't matter,
But
right?
doesn't matter.
Shall we?
Let's do this.
I think
She's getting a lot of cheese.
Shut up. I think I was going to tell you. I think I'm going to, when we're done here, I think I'm going to make it, I'm going to get it hot. I'm going to put it in the microwave or something.
Should we do like a behind the scenes? Nah.
We have our communal cup of water. You want some? Oops. Oops. I know, right? Leave it to me. I'm very clumsy. Well, listen, I think we had some good snacks today, dip-worthy snacks, dip-worthy insights.
Still have water all over your
Still have
face.
water all over my face. Love that for myself. We hope you enjoyed our episode today. We hope you learned something new, or at least, something useful today.
Found some yummy snacks, I think.
What do you think?
I'm definitely a fan of these now.
And
The cheese isn't too bad. No.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We're like... Anyways, if you have any kind of snack suggestions or topics that you're interested in us exploring or talking about, send us a DM. You can find us everywhere at Hireas. HIREELLAS. Hireas.
Yes. And if you haven't followed us yet, please do. Please subscribe to this podcast on Spotify and YouTube. Appreciate it. And cheers to next time.
Till next time.
Next time. Whoa. Charlie, any last thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay.